Guys, why do the Knicks have no luck? The
They're
NBA
trash, and they're always going to be trash.
the NBA draft lottery literally just happened, and the Knicks got double jumped by the Charlotte Hornets and the Chicago Bulls, and are picking eighth. And we can't have anything nice because we're Knicks fans, and I'm sad.
I don't understand how lottery systems are still a thing.
It's to discourage the intentional losing.
Yeah, but I mean, it works out just fine for the NFL.
I don't know. I don't know. It's frustrating. The last time the Knicks won the lottery was Patrick Ewing. The last time the Knicks moved up in a lottery was to get Patrick Ewing, which is just a banana lands to me. Oh my God, the life of being a Knicks fan.
I just really want to know what happens if James Dolan leaves.
He won't. He's got no financial incentive to sell the team.
I want to see if the Knicks just get good luck all of a sudden. If it really is just the curse of Dolan.
Hey, it's okay. The Rangers got the number one pick.
The best owner in hockey. Thanks, COVID.
Best owner in hockey. That's all that matters.
Thanks, COVID.
Welcome to episode 7 of the Shrimp Cocktail Sports Podcast. I'm Jake, along with Shrimp and Andy. Guys, how we doing today?
Oh, doing good. Just hanging out, talking to you fellas tonight.
Shrimp, how you doing, buddy?
I wonder if you can hear me now. If Discord messes up on me one more time, I swear to God, I don't want to censor myself. I'm going back on mute.
No, we like when you talk.
Yeah, you got to talk more, Shrimp.
No.
All right. We're wrapping up with the NBA draft lottery. The Bulls get the 4th pick. The Charlotte Hornets get number 3. The Warriors get number 2. And the Minnesota Timberwolves get the number 1 overall pick. Looking like they're probably going to take, what's his name from Georgia? Edwards?
No, I don't know.
He honestly probably might take Obi Toppin, who I think would be the best pick.
No Ball.
I don't know. He's just he played so well when he was overseas, but I don't know. He'll probably go top 5, but I don't know if he's number 1.
I could see him being a Ball.
I could see that too. Oh, Anthony Edwards, from Georgia, probably is going to go number 1. This mock draft I'm looking at has Ball number 2, Obi Toppin number 3.
Wait, Edwards would you honestly think Edwards would work in Minnesota? Just like 2 big men like him and Towns?
I don't know. How long are they going to be able to keep Towns for, though, is the issue.
I thought they just signed him to some kind of extension.
I don't know because I don't follow the NBA that closely. Let's find out. Great podcasting. He signed a 5-year deal he's a free agent in 2024, so he did just sign a 5-year deal. But that's a pretty good.
Oh, that's a span with this kid Edwards.
But yeah, that's the consensus number 1, probably. The NBA playoffs also got underway in the bubble. Both 8 seeds actually won game 1. The Magic knocked off the Bucks, which was the 3rd largest playoff upset in the last 20 years. And Melo and the Blazers knocked off the Lakers in game 1. They actually tip off in probably right around now for game 2. Andy, do you think either of those teams pulls it together enough to pull off an upset in a series?
Nah, I don't. I think playoff LeBron's going to show up tonight, big time.
I think the Blazers might get it to 6, but I don't think the Magic are going to be able to be close. No. I'll run through the other series pretty quick. The Raptors have a 2-0 lead over the Nets. Boston is up 2-0 over the 76ers, but I think they did lose Gordon Hayward. He was hurt in game 2. Today, the Heat knocked off the Pacers again. They lead 2-0. I already said the Lakers lost game 1. The Clippers and the Mavs are tied 1-1. I think that's an interesting series, even though I think the Clippers are the best team in the NBA.
Yeah.
The Nuggets and Jazz are tied 1-1. The Rockets are up 2-0 on OKC, and that's it. Andy, do you have any thoughts on what's been going on right now in the first round? And do you have a maybe NBA Finals prediction?
Well, my finals prediction is going to be Lakers Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
In terms an upset, you said, or anything wild?
Anything wild? Anything crazy happened in the first round? Do you think?
I guess the craziest thing would probably be the Mavs taking the Clippers to 7.
Mm-hmm.
Well, other than that, I just see everything going straight forward. The Celtics are going to do what they're going to do against the 76ers. The Heat seem pretty unstoppable as of right now against the Pacers.
He looked really good.
Yeah. Like Jimmy Butler, scary. That is a scary team, especially going into next year with cap space.
Miami.
What was that, Shrimp?
I just said Miami.
Oh yeah, you're a Dwayne Wade fan. I forgot.
The Miami Heat. Yes, basketball. Woo, NBA.
I'm going to see the Bucks and the Clippers. I think the Clippers are the best team in the NBA. I think they're the deepest team in the NBA, so I think they're going to win the title.
It all depends what Paul George does, I think. I mean, like last night, he had a pretty terrible game. And you kind of gotta look at Kawhi Leonard a little bit. He kind of looks like he's playing her a little bit.
Mm-hmm. I will take your word for it because honestly, I think I've watched a combined total of about 30 seconds of the NBA since it came back. Have you guys watched any of it?
Nah. I mean, no, not really. Just see the highlights, really.
You've been focusing on hockey and baseball?
Mainly baseball.
Mainly baseball. Shrimp, do you have an NBA Finals prediction?
Miami in 7.
No, you're wrong.
Okay.
Okay, that's our NBA update. Now, speaking of baseball, Andy, what are your thoughts on some of the unwritten rules in baseball?
Oh my God.
Because we had a issue, we'll say, in the majors this past week with the unwritten rules.
Baseball needs to stop being soft. You want to be like the NBA? You want to be like the NFL? Give up these stupid rules, these unwritten rules. That's just ridiculous. Oh my God. Let these players have fun. Who cares? Why wouldn't you swing the bat? A 3-0 count on a team that hasn't been relevant since, 2002? Why wouldn't you swing the bat?
So for those who don't know...
Andy, keep going. Andy, keep going. No.
For those who don't know, the Padres were playing in Texas this past weekend, and they were getting the Padres were just blasting the Rangers, and it was it was a 10-3 score. I believe in the 7th or 8th inning. I'm not sure which inning it was. And Fernando Tatis came to the plate, bases juice. It was 10-3, and he worked a 3-0 count. And so I guess there's an unwritten rule that after the 6th inning, if you get to a 3-0 count, you have to let the pitcher, like you take one way or another. But if you take a strike, the pitcher still tries to get you out. So Tatis tattoos the ball and he hits a grand slam, and the Rangers go up 14-3. Then the Rangers change pitchers, and the next guy throws behind Manny Machado. It was very clear that he was throwing at him. And then I forget who it was for the Padres, ended up grounding out to end the inning, and he looked right at the Rangers bench and says, "We'll talk to him," because apparently there's an unwritten rule. Like that just, you're a Major League Baseball player. Why in the world should you take a 3-0 pitch? If you throw a meatball down the plate, I wish Tatis just chuck the bat like Jose Bautista did in that playoff game against the Rangers. Like, who cares? Throw a better 3-0 pitch if you don't want him hitting a grand slam 800 feet. Like, you're a professional baseball player. It's not Little League.
This is literally telling a horse not to run.
It's horrendous. the fact that you complain about that, like there was something else that happened in the NHL playoffs where Alain Vigneault for the Flyers was pissed that the Canadians, when they beat the Flyers 5-0 in game 2, had their first power play unit on the third period. It's professional sports. What do you want them to do? Just sit back and like just not play? I don't understand
this is what I don't understand. Like there's these unwritten rules, and yet these players, this league is so mentally soft. Okay, how do you get from the single A, the double A, past triple A being mentally soft into the MLB?
And there's people wonder why Major League Baseball's not.
Why are you melting down in the professionals?
Like over nothing. People wonder why baseball isn't as popular as it used to be, or as the other sports. It's like you can't express yourself without getting a baseball thrown at your head at 90 miles an hour. Like, did you see what Bauer wanted to wear on his cleats yesterday?
Yeah, I mean that's cool, but if we're being honest, I'm kind of annoyed with Trevor Bauer.
Oh, I love Trevor Bauer.
I mean, he's awesome. He's good. He's a really smart guy, but he's just a little too vocal, I feel like, at this point.
Oh, I don't mind him being vocal. I like it.
Actually, did you see his shirt that he wore after his start?
What was his shirt?
I forgot what it said, but it was in reference to him throwing the ball over the fence in Kansas City.
That's awesome.
They just played the Royals.
Did you see he tweeted at Carlos Correa with those cleats? He tagged Correa. Oh, it was amazing. I love it.
Do they play each other? Because they're Ohio and Texas isn't too far, is it?
Bauer plays for
Cincinnati. Yeah, Cincinnati.
No, because the Reds are in the Central. They're not going to play yeah, that would be fun. They play the Dodgers again soon. I feel like they're going to fight again.
Is Joe Kelly out of suspension or what?
Not yet. He's still suspended.
I feel like this was like 3 weeks ago already.
I know, right? It's just been so long. But yeah, I feel like the unwritten rules thing I'm all for respecting the game, but come on, at what point does it become ridiculous?
It's got to come to an end.
Yeah,
you want to make money. You want to use these players right.
Let them have fun. Let them play.
Let them have fun. You guys already messed up Mike Trout. Not that it matters. He's already the most boring player in the league. Anyways.
Can we also talk about how the Tampa Bay Rays have now just smacked the Yankees around? What are they beating them?
Yeah, it's very cute.
They swept both the Red Sox and the Yankees are the first ones to do that for a
There's a reason I picked the Rays to win the American League.
Yeah, it's very cute.
Also, can we talk about how the entirety of the Yankees roster is hurt again?
Yeah. Must be nice to play the Yankees when they're hurt.
Hang on, let me see. Jeff Passan tweeted out, and I retweeted it.
It's Giancarlo, Aaron Judge, Gleyber Torres, DJ LeMahieu, Tommy Kahnle, and Zach Britton.
Paxton too, he's having an MRI.
Oh yes, yep.
Oh, and Severino, if you want to throw him in there, he got hurt in the spring.
Yeah.
It's just, it's unbelievable that this is happening again. Like the Yankees at least have the depth where they can still remain competitive and stuff like that. But
like going into next year, very scary.
Oh my God, it's insane.
She's not even that. She's like Tanaka being a free agent. Yeah, Paxton's probably out.
Didi's a free agent too.
Who is?
LeMahieu.
Oh no.
When is Judge's contract up?
Who knows? It's got to be relatively soon. I mean, Gary's got to be first, no?
I honestly don't know. I honestly have not looked at any baseball contracts.
Yeah. I mean, they don't even bring it up.
No, because the Yankees will be able to pay Aaron Judge. They're going to give him whatever the hell he wants. He is
just like, what do you want to give Aaron Judge? Well, he's been hurt the majority of his time up.
He's eligible for arbitration after this year. So he has a year left under contract, but the Yankees, I think, still have his rights.
So we have really 3 years, 2.
Yeah. They could extend him after this year. It'll be interesting to see. Other MLB updates: the Twins leading the AL Central by a game over the Indians. The White Sox are a game and a half back, so I think they will be one of the wild cards. The A's are leading the AL West. The Astros are 15-10, and I think Altuve's batting under like 250, and I think I'm highballing it, which is amazing.
Oh my God! Last time I checked, it might have been like under 150.
Oh, it's fantastic. Do you follow the Astros Shame Tour?
Yes.
Twitter. I love that page.
Fantastic.
He's going to keep it up through next year too. Once they can actually play a full season next year, I even think next year is going to be wild for the Astros. They're going to get like when they have to come to New York for the first time, and it's going to be like they're going to have to go to Boston. It's going to be wild.
It just kind of reminds me of like Superbad. Like, you know that one scene where Jonah Hill's like talking to James Franco or something. Hey, dude, remember when you pooped your pants in kindergarten? That was like 8 years ago. People don't forget.
Anthony Beauvillier just made a ridiculous move getting to the net for the Islanders. They're up 2-0. Sorry, I totally just cut you off.
It's all good.
I think he's hurt though. But oh my God, there was another breaking news. Did you see 2 people in the Mets organization just tested positive?
Yeah. What do you think it is?
I don't know. I would
I'm going to DeGrom and Polar P.
If Cespedes was still there, I guess him. But the Yankees game I think they're going to push the Subway Series for this weekend.
Good. I don't want their disease.
No, I don't either. Cubs are leading the NL Central by 4 games, and the Dodgers are up in the NL West. I still think they're the best team in baseball by 4 games. The Padres and Diamondbacks and Rockies are all in the pack, and the Giants are bringing up the rear. So nothing crazy going on in the baseball world right now. And Andy, you got anything? You got anything else to add for baseball or anything else going on?
Well, I just checked my phone, and Ron Rivera has lymph node cancer.
Shut up. Does he really?
Yes.
Oh, that's horrible. Ron Rivera is such a good guy.
It says it's very treatable and curable. It's in the early stages.
Oh, that's terrible.
I know. That's sad.
He's like one of the few generally good persons in the NFL. That's horrible.
Yeah.
So he clearly is not going to coach because
he's seriously at risk right now. I mean, he's in the early stages, but
oh my God, that's especially close. That's bad for Washington too. Like especially this close to the season.
Yeah.
Jeez, they're going to be a mess. Andy, the Giants are going to finish last. Are you happy?
Hey. I mean, if they finish last, I'm fine with that. I just want to see Daniel Jones progress, and I just want to see if Joe Judge is the hype.
Did you see Joe Judge making his assistants run laps?
Yeah. I would love to just see Jason Garrett take a few laps.
Dude, Jason Garrett's got to be in the best shape of his life right now.
I bet. But it's funny because they have some fat dudes on that coaching staff. They have Freddie Kitchens.
Freddie's on that staff. I forgot they hired Freddie.
He's a tight end coach.
Oh my God. I can't wait. I can't wait for football. I'm so excited. I'm in 6 fantasy leagues already.
I have a draft tomorrow night.
Dude, we had some drama in one of our me and Shrimp in one of our fantasy group chats today. It was insane.
I love
Shrimp,
it.
do you want to tell the story?
I don't want to speak too much, but
just don't say any names and you're fine.
Just don't say names.
Some people quit. I had time today, and that is it.
You had time?
I had time today.
All right,
what do you mean you had time? You want to elaborate on that?
I had time to argue today a lot.
He did.
Okay.
God bless football.
So I'll tell the story better than Shrimp because he's being just annoying.
Don't talk too much about it.
I'm not going to tell names. We had our league's been 10 people the last few years, but we actually added 2. And the way we work is based on standings. We allow whoever finished last gets to pick where they want to pick. So we could pick the number 1 pick. He could pick the 5th pick and so on and so forth. And one of our guys didn't like that we added 2 new people. He didn't like that there were 2 new people that were added and were picking where they wanted to pick ahead of him. So it became this whole big thing. We had 2 guys quit, got it back to 10 people. I got the number 1 pick when we did it randomly. Christian McCaffrey, how are you? But no, it was a mess. It was actually very entertaining to read when I was at work.
And for me working at home, I had time today.
So you threw down a little bit?
I just agreed with one other person, and that one other person was the one who was starting everything. But I agreed with everything he said.
He was right. He was right.
He was 100% in the right.
And what was this kid's main point?
I don't remember.
He didn't like that we added 2 new guys, and they got to pick their draft position before he did.
There it is, yeah.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I mean,
I've suggested randomization.
Obviously outside the situation completely.
I think that the picking your draft position is dumb anyway. I think it should just go up by standings.
I mean, that's part of the fun of fantasy football is doing something fun to determine the draft order.
Yeah, honestly, either just do it by standings or randomize it. I don't get why we get to pick our draft picks. I don't understand that at all.
Like, I'm bobbing for Nips tomorrow night.
Oh, that's awesome. Shrimp, we should do that at our draft.
Wait, what? That's funny.
Like, the other idea, I don't even know. This was the craziest thing. It was like 9 shots, or 6 of them being water or something. I don't know. I guess you had to drink the shots and something about Royal Rumble. So, yeah, there was something about Royal Rumble in the WWE video game.
Oh, WWE.
Let me see. I have the text.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, no, I'm excited for fantasy football. I've very much invested myself in the return of football the last few days because there's not much else going on.
Yeah. You know what? It still doesn't feel real because of the preseason.
Dude, I'm telling you though, at this point, I agree. But the way it's going, even if like the entirety of half the guys in the league test positive, the NFL is going to play the entire year.
Oh, they have to. I mean,
at this point, even though like I remember a couple weeks ago, we all said that we didn't think there was going to be a season. At this point, it just seems like they're progressing, minus not having a preseason that they're going to play no matter what.
See, what bothers me most is like that the NFL had that deadline where players could drop out of the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt that was very early in August.
I also don't like that, like the NHL players, the MLB players can drop out during the season. Like we saw Tuukka Rask do it. We saw Cespedes and Stroman do it from the Mets. Like Tuukka had a really, really good reason, but I don't necessarily like the fact that the NFL players can't do that if they wanted to.
Yeah.
We'll talk about Tuukka more in a minute because we're going to talk about the NHL, the Stanley Cup playoffs. But you guys got any other thoughts on fantasy football before we move to hockey?
I mean, I would much rather talk fantasy football in the next 25 minutes, but I guess hockey's on the agenda.
We're doing we'll be doing our NFL preview in about 2 weeks, Shrimp. When we do fantasy football, we can talk about whatever. It'll be all football, I promise.
God, I just hope I don't get the 5th pick tomorrow.
Oh, I got the 9th.
Who would you pick at 5?
See, for me, it's not who I would pick. It's just more my draft position. Because, like, in a 10-team league, the 5th spot doesn't move up or down.
It stays.
That's what stinks.
Are we randomizing ours beforehand or randomizing once we get in?
Which one?
Our one. The duties one.
The duties one?
Duties.
Duties is the bar in our hometown. Yeah. Once everybody's in, I'm going to randomize it.
We still need a 12th person.
We'll figure it out. We got time.
Andy, if
seasons start for 3 weeks.
Andy, if it comes to like a last resort, do you want to ask Ant?
Yeah, we'll see.
All right, let's see. Because Leon mentioned, says.
We'll talk about it later.
Yeah, he mentioned. I'm derailing the podcast. He mentioned that he had somebody else, but we'll talk about it later. All right.
We'll figure it out.
We're done with fantasy football.
Unless you guys have anything else that you want to talk about.
I mean, I could go about draft picks all day and who I plan on drafting, but I got the first pick, the 9th pick, and the 11th pick in my 3 out of 4 leagues. 4th one is ours.
in our league where I have the number 1 pick, I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do with my first 3 picks. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to do it.
First, I think 11th pick in one of my leagues, I'm trying to hit Josh Jacobs. 9th pick in our league, I'm trying to hit Julio or Devontae, and then Jacobs. No, I'm sorry. I don't have the 9th pick anymore. I had the 7th. Oh, yeah. Devontae or Julio, and then Jacobs might be the plan, actually. In our Yahoo league. And then I have first pick. There's no doubt in my mind I'm getting McCaffrey. And then I might shoot up for Mahomes. Shoot up early.
I'm thinking about doing that as well.
In the second round, I might get Mahomes. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. That's a 10-person league. I don't want to say the names. It's
Are you
Chris,
no quarterback before the 5th round league?
That is our Yahoo league usually, the one we were mentioning before. But
that's just personal preference. There's no rule.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. Lamar and Mahomes are completely worth the 2nd pick.
Here I am ranting about unwritten rules.
I would take
about people who take quarterbacks before the 5th round.
Lamar's projected to go before Mahomes.
I don't agree with that.
I think Lamar is at most the 3rd pick. Mahomes is the 2nd.
No.
Lamar is at most the 3rd pick. I said 3rd pick. Third round. Not pick. 3rd pick. You should not pick a quarterback in the 1st round. 3rd round.
I agree with that.
Russell is 4th, and then I don't know who's 5th. Maybe Breeze.
The only quarterback I would take before the 4th round would be Patrick Mahomes.
And I would stretch for Lamar, but even then, I'm worried about.
I wouldn't even stretch for Lamar.
Well, you saw Marquise Brown; he's getting bigger. Like he just got 27 pounds added of muscle, and I posted it in a message: a 4,000 calorie diet.
So he's slow.
I was gonna wonder how that's gonna work, but he is gonna bully defensive backs.
No,
oh my god! You should see how big he is now.
I did see how big he is.
4,000 calories a day. Let's see. I haven't thought too much ahead of my leagues, but McCaffrey, Julio with Devontae. I'm gonna try to get Hopkins because Hopkins isn't projected to go till late 2nd round. That's absurd. Mid-2nd round for a 1st round receiver, but okay.
For Hopkins?
Hopkins is projected in all the mock drafts to go mid-2nd.
Just because of a new system.
Kyler Murray, Christian Kirk, Kenyon Drake. I don't know who the tight end is now. And that Hopkins with Kyler Murray. I don't know about that. Hopkins is gonna kill it this year. And I'm saying I don't know about that as in like, oh my god, he is gonna light. He is gonna light it up. Saquon screwed me over last year. I got bad blood, and I don't trust.
The Giants were also bad last year. No offense.
Well, he had that. He had that high ankle sprain that really screwed him over. But no matter what, I'm getting McCaffrey in that league. I have 1st round pick.
Oh, I have the number 1 pick. I'm taking McCaffrey.
Yeah, I have the number 1 with other people from our town, and 100%.
Oh yeah, McCaffrey is my number 1 pick. You can lock that in right now for me.
But
going back to the Cardinals for a second, you don't know what Kyler Murray's gonna do. Like everyone was on the Baker Mayfield hype train last year, especially when they traded for Odell.
But Kyler played relatively well last year. It could be a
struggle.
Kyler played relatively well
his
though.
First year.
Yeah, but Baker doesn't have DeAndre Hopkins. He had
Odell Beckham Jr.
DeAndre Hopkins is
who's arguably a better receiver.
DeAndre Hopkins is not worse than Odell Beckham. DeAndre Hopkins is the best receiver in the league. I will throw that money down. Julio and Thomas are very up there.
But he had a better sidekick too in Jarvis Landry.
Yeah,
and a really good running back.
Andy, just because he was on the Giants doesn't mean you have to defend him to your last breath. Andy.
Oh no, I don't mean I'm not defending Odell. I'm just saying it's very similar. I'm guessing
this year A-Rob is going to go off on Chicago. He was projected to go in the 2nd or the 3rd round.
Who's the quarterback?
The GOAT, Mitch Trubisky.
A-Rob. Oh my God! Please stop.
A-Rob
should start over him.
A-Rob is projected to go in the 3rd round, which I saw surprising. Kenyon Drake and Miles Sanders were also projected to go in the 1st round.
See, I don't understand the Kenyon Drake hype.
I don't either. He even looking at his stats late last year.
He played well after he got traded from Miami, but I don't think he's spectacular.
Derrick Henry is projected to go early, mid-1st. I don't know about that.
I see that.
I think the biggest steal in the draft. I think the biggest steal in the draft is Devontae Parker. With who's the quarterback over at Miami right now? Who just got traded over there?
It's Fitzpatrick.
No,
but they
somebody else
distracted
gets-
Tua.
Yeah, Tua. You're telling me Devontae Parker, who was the 5th leading receiver last year in yards, I believe, towards the end of that season, he went off. He was on my fantasy team, I know. He is projected to go in late 5th round. That is horseshit. I am 100% picking him up in the 4th, maybe the 5th, if he's still around.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Devontae Parker is going to go off. Even if he won't have Tua, he'll have Fitzmagic just slinging the balls.
What about Gronk? Where do you think he's going to end up?
Ooh, that's a good question.
He's going to get picked early in the 5th.
I'd say 4th or 5th.
That's what I'm thinking too.
In my opinion, Mark Andrews, Travis Kelce, George Kittle, and Darren Waller are the 4 best tight ends to
Now
pick.
that Gronk's back, do you think he gets drafted before Travis Kelce?
No,
in my
I don't-
eyes, I
He's
think
still
it's
better
either
than Travis
between
Kelce.
Kittle and Ertz as that number 1 tight end spot.
It's
Kittle.
Kittle and Ertz, and then right behind him is Andrews and Waller. I think Jared Cook's up there too, honestly. I think
Hang on, over Gronk and Kelsey?
Gronk is competing with O.J. Howard.
Doesn't matter.
O.J.
It's still
Howard.
Gronkowski.
O.J.
It's Rob Gronkowski.
Oh, wait, time out. Gronkowski, in the last time we saw him, was injured and he barely did anything the year he retired. Like, I'm not saying he's a bad
and
quarterback at all, but
he's
he's removed from it. O.J. Howard is a young kid who had a great college career. I mean,
It's
it's not,
still Rob Gronkowski.
It
playing
doesn't
with
matter.
Tom
They're
Brady, who
still
they've been
gonna
together
split.
for over a decade.
I think Gronk's weird, but I don't think he's going to outrank
No.
Waller,
I mean,
Andrews.
There's no way Bruce Arians runs a 2 tight end set.
I don't believe that either,
with,
but
with Goodwin and Mike Evans.
who's their
No
running
way,
back
it'll
over
be
there too?
Gronk.
They got Shady, right?
Yeah.
I'm picking up Shady too. Late.
Late.
But no, screw hockey.
No, we'll keep it on fantasy football. I'm good. We're rolling. Let's go.
What's shoot, what was I gonna say? Who was I gonna pick too? I think avoid Ertz. Avoid Zach Ertz.
Because he's injury prone?
No,
You just don't
because-
trust Wentz.
Dallas Goedert was out snapping him towards the end of the year.
That's fair.
Dallas Goedert is an animal who needs to get off of Philly or needs to start.
That's fair.
Eric Ebron, I love too. I don't remember where he went.
Honestly,
think
I
he
like
went
him in Pittsburgh.
He went to Pittsburgh. I'm looking out for Juju over there too with Ben Roethlisberger. But I'll stop talking. We could do NHL.
No,
if you want.
you can go.
Okay,
if
let's
you
keep
want.
going. We're rolling.
Does that mean we'll have to go to an hour?
Whatever you want to do. Let's keep going.
I don't want to go to an hour. All right, cool. Fantasy football time it is.
Who? The top 2 quarterbacks. We're on this. We'll throw away everything I prepared because.
Yes.
Why do I even?
Going
why
off
do I
the
even
script.
care?
Ripped it up. Rip it up.
Because we're a fun podcast.
Because we're a fun podcast.
After the top 2 quarterbacks are clearly
Mahomes and Jackson.
Mahomes and Jackson. Who's after that? Like, who would be
You're not gonna believe
the
it.
next quarterback?
Russell Wilson, obviously,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
you're not gonna believe the next couple.
I'll say that after that is
Dak.
Aaron Rodgers.
It's Dak on Yahoo. I'm not agreeing with that. I'm just saying it's Dak.
That's why no one uses Yahoo Fantasy
Dak.
Sports.
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, Tyrod. Wait, no, this might not be a right list. Tyrod Taylor. Yeah, this isn't a right list.
That's not the right list. What are you doing, Shrimp?
I think Dak's gonna put up some serious yardage this year.
No, he's not.
He's got
No, he's
Cooper
not.
and CeeDee Lamb and a
game
good offensive
manager.
line.
He's not going to do anything.
Dak isn't bad. He's just a cowboy.
No, he's a game manager, and you're never going to win a game with a game manager. Just ask the Chiefs and Alex Smith.
Sorry, I'm just looking through the. I'm not talking for a second. I'm just trying to look through the leagues. I'm gonna look through the duty
What list
squad.
are you like? This list I'm looking at has Kyler Murray at 5.
What?
I believe it.
No way. Tom Brady's at 11. Drew Brees is at 10.
This one I'm looking at, the ESPN is McCaffrey, Barkley, Kamara, Thomas, Elliott, Mahomes. Mahomes? This early on, I bet. DeAndre Hopkins, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Lamar Jackson, Devontae Adams, Julio. I think Dalvin Cook's a good pick. The only issue is he's injury prone. Good thing
Can you
was
stay healthy?
last year.
He's also in a contract year.
Last year he was really healthy, and Alexander Mattson helped him out a lot. Derrick
I'm
Henry
going
was a
to
good
draft
pick.
Jarrett Stidham.
It's kind of weird that Godwin and Evans are right next to each other.
See, I don't know if I really buy into Dalvin Cook right now with
I buy into him after
Stephon
last
Diggs
year.
out of there.
I buy into him after last year. They still got Thielen. They still got Treadwell. They'll be fine.
Yeah. Laquan Treadwell is trash.
I buy into Minnesota again.
The Vikings are going to be kind of good this year.
Yeah, I mean, they were kind of the same team. I mean, they lost Griffin. They released some secondary player.
It says Dak at 3-2. I don't get the hype behind Dak Prescott.
Do you want me?
I really
Do you want me to
This
read off?
is ridiculous.
Do you want
Dak
me-
Prescott is the third best quarterback. That's
So I've seen a
absurd.
bunch
Russell
of
Wilson, I buy.
I've seen
I
a
would
bunch of
buy-
mock drafts on ESPN, and here's one of them. I'm gonna read the first 10 picks and let me know what you guys think. Since we've officially gone off topic, which great, 'cause sports. Number 1's McCaffrey. Number 2, Barkley. Number 3, Elliott. Number 4, Cook. Number
Dalvin
5,
Cook is-
Number 5, Kamar. Number 6, Thomas. Number 7 is Hilaire, which I'm still shocked he's even this high. Gotta give him props. 8 is
Well,
Hopkins.
he's a starter, but
He
you know
is.
I wouldn't buy into a Kansas
Is
City running back.
Darrell-
Gunslinging all day.
Is Darrell Williams and Damian Williams still over there?
Damian Williams is opted out for the season.
Got it. Because of COVID?
Yes,
Got it.
Why else?
and the Chiefs also lost one of their offensive linemen who opted out.
It wasn't Jason Kelsey, was it?
No,
All right.
no,
Well,
he's on the. I
He plays for the
I
Eagles.
thought he was on the Eagles.
oh,
Plays for the
okay.
Eagles.
My bad. 8 is DeAndre Hopkins, which is the highest I've seen him. 9 is Derrick Henry. 10 is Miles Sanders. What's with the Miles Sanders hype?
I think he finished big last year. I think he was big in the passing game.
179 attempts, 818 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah. His Sunday. I'm looking at his last couple games. 69 yards, no touchdowns. 52 yards, no touchdowns. 79 a touchdown. 122 a touchdown. Pick him, I guess. But Devontae Adams 11, Julio 12, Aaron Jones 13, Austin Eckler. I think that's who I'm going for too. It depends what spot I get. But if I get the 7th pick, then I'm gonna try to hit DeAndre or Julio or Adams. Then I'm getting Eckler if I can. I don't want Joe Mixon, but Joe Mixon's probably going to be something good.
Oh, Shrimp. Miles Sanders got hurt today or yesterday.
Really?
With what?
He has a lower body injury and is week to week, the Eagles say.
Got it. Who else is on here that I like? I like Galladay. Galladay looks like mid-third with Allen
I like
Robinson.
Galladay as well.
DJ
I like
Moore's up
Kenny
there.
Galladay too.
Adam Thielen's third round looks pretty stacked. It's Chris Carson, Le'Veon Bell, Juju, Adam Thielen, DJ Moore, Allen Robinson. Round 4.
I wouldn't put much stock in Juju because I don't think the Steelers are going to be very good.
You don't think the
I think
Steelers are going to be good?
I think Roethlisberger's cooked. I really do.
Even if they're
I
not
don't know.
good, they still played really well last year with a defunct lineup with no James O'Connor. James Conner. Wow.
No,
why
James
did-
Conner, you're right.
Where did O'Connor come from? James Conner and Juju out the whole year. They played insanely well.
Even so,
hats off
I
to
don't
Mike
think-
Tomlin.
Yeah, but their defense made them look a lot better than they actually were.
Doesn't matter. You lose your quarterback, running back, and receiver after having Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown basically rip apart. Like, oh, this management, the staff isn't good. And then you essentially rebuild. Well, not rebuilding year. It's a recovery year. I give
Still
all the
missed the
credit.
playoffs though, Shrimp.
Yeah, but they had no team. Like,
What did they finish last year?
They were the first team out in the AFC. I don't remember what their record was.
you know who I'd also look out for? Cortland Sutton on Denver.
I think the Broncos are going to be low key really good.
Well, they have 3 and
Yeah, I'm just sick of Drew Lock already.
I kind of wish the Patriots picked him a couple years ago.
I'm picking up Sutton definitely, but Melvin Gordon, Royce Freeman, and Philip Lindsay. That kind of tanks all their values. Odell going in the 4th is a steal. They're projecting Mahomes in the 4th, Lamar in the 4th.
No way.
David Johnson.
I kind of feel bad for Odell at the same time.
Who's David Johnson's competition in Houston?
It's like his 5th new system in like 4 years.
Who's David Johnson's competition in Houston?
Don't even know.
Lamar Miller got picked up by the Pats. I'm gonna look this up right now.
Oh, they traded for David Johnson.
David Johnson, Duke Johnson, Buddy Howell, and Karan Higdon.
David Johnson might be a pick too.
No, he's washed.
I haven't given up on him. I would say a 4th round pick for David Johnson. Calvin Ridley's up there. Robert Woods. AJ Brown down to the 5th round. Damn. Sharks down there. Todd Gurley in Atlanta is my opinion a dark horse. I think the dark horses this year. A-Rob, Todd Gurley. I won't say Sutton is. Sutton killed it last year.
Yeah.
Singletary. And we'll throw in Ronald Jones. I don't know. Yeah, the podcast actually went by kind of quick today. Nice. Let's go
Yeah,
football.
we had fun.
40 minutes. And
Um,
I mean, you guys talk about fantasy football. I guess I talked and rattled off. I'm loving the fact that we're actually gonna have football.
I
Yeah.
feel we'll have a lot more to talk about once football season starts.
I mean, I'll talk fantasy football every week.
That's fine. We'll probably get onto that because we'll do. It's gonna end up being. We're gonna end up like ignoring the other sports once football starts.
It's okay with me.
As much as I hate to say that.
We're gonna probably be like making fun of each other. 'Cause, I mean, me and you were in 2 leagues together, Jake, and then me and Andy are just the one.
Andy, you're in our duties league, right?
Yeah.
I am.
Okay. Oh, so the three of us are in a league. Oh, that'll be fun.
If Darren was here, he'd be here too. Darren's dad joined too, which is funny.
He did.
Is that official?
I think so.
I marked it down. That's why when Leon was saying, "Can we add 2 more spots?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And then I asked Leon
Dude,
twice.
I'm
and
not
he didn't
gonna
answer
lie.
me.
Aaron's dad is gonna scrape us.
Oh, 100%.
Who is?
Aaron's dad
Darren's
is probably
dad.
gonna scrape us.
Nah, I'm winning the league. Book it.
Gotta watch out for Leon Gardino and I shouldn't have said the last. Nah, Leon Gardino and Joe.
Idiot!
God, shrimp.
Wait, one of them's not. in
Edit
the-
that out.
Oh, Poole
No.
and Nick isn't in the league.
He's not.
Poolin.
There you go. Now you said 3 last names.
I don't care anymore.
It's fine.
Sags is in the league. Not
Sags is
Poolin.
in the
Four.
league, yeah.
Sags doesn't count.
We said Sags. It's not his last name.
I'm just putting it on the tally because it's fun.
I'm
Guys,
good.
I've been
Sorry, go ahead.
I've been thinking about like at work the last few days because I do nothing and my mind just kind of wanders. Been thinking about who I'm gonna pick for our NFL preview. Who's gonna go to the Super Bowl? I think one of my picks is gonna surprise you when we get there.
Oh, can we not just say him now?
No, because we're gonna do an NFL preview in 2 weeks.
Oh. Can we not just say it now?
Fine, Shrimp. Who do you think's? We'll say it now, and then we'll talk about it more in depth when we get there. Shrimp. Who do you think's gonna go to the Super Bowl?
Nah, we'll wait in 2 weeks.
Oh my god, I hate you.
You're the worst.
This guy's trying to get me to wear 5-inch shorts, and I want to punch him.
I'm wearing them right now.
5-inch shorts.
To be fair, your
got-
girlfriend got
He's
you.
got my girl. He's got my
No,
girlfriend.
no,
and
no,
I
no,
know
no,
it's a
no, no,
mess.
no, 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 no. She started it.
Wait,
She
what?
100%
What?
started it. Because when
Sure,
she
did not.
no, because when she mentioned, it, I was like, oh, that's quite a coincidence. Because I literally have mine shipped to me right now.
Yeah, then I hiked up my shorts, what I was wearing, to be 5 inches, and she went, "Ew, no," because my thighs are white as
You see-
hell.
The 5 inches on me because my legs are short don't look like.
Because you're 4'10".
One, I will throw you to the moon, and two, I will buy you those shorts right now, and then you
Yeah,
can't
sure,
throw
but
them
I'll
away
wear
because they're a gift. Because Christine will
No.
beat the crap out of you.
It's
Well,
not a
if
gift
it-
from her.
Wait, I'm just saying, if you're buying gifts, Shrimp, I want one.
Hey, Andy, I already told you the gift I'm getting you Hulk gloves because I feel like you would enjoy yourself with those.
I'm getting old gloves. Yes. Can you get me a Chewbacca mask too?
What the? You are greedy.
What?
Not
Shrimp,
even
if
Christmas.
Shrimp, if you put the podcast logo on these shorts, I will wear them.
That's tempting.
Dude, I will wear them if you do it.
I got access to a 3D printer.
Do you really?
You're gonna print 3D. You have a 3D printer?
Not me. I just have access to one.
How do you
Where?
have
Secrets.
Uh-huh.
And on that note, I think it's a good time to end the podcast.
Yeah, well, we kind of got really off track. We didn't cover anything I had written down in our notes, but hey, it worked. I think that was our most free-flowing podcast we've done.
Oh no, the 4 listeners are gonna be so upset. Oh,
Hey, Shrimp, be nice. It's 10.
Double
no.
digits. Get it right. We're kind of a big deal.
We are a big deal.
To our moms, maybe.
Dude, my mom doesn't listen.
Yeah, mine
Yeah,
doesn't
no, my
either.
mom would probably call me a loser.
Oh, she makes fun of me a lot. Yeah, that's my. Oh my goodness.
All right, take us out.
All right, so Thanks for listening to episode 7. That kind of got off the rails, but hey, it went well. We'll be back next week. I'm sure we'll talk more. Well, I'm hoping we'll cover the Stanley Cup playoffs because we covered none of it, and that's all I had written down. We'll probably talk more about the NBA, probably some more football, and then the week after that, we'll do our full NFL preview, which will probably be our most lively and interesting debate. That one might be long, but guys, anything else to add?
Nope.
Nah.
All right. Well, for Shrimp and Andy, I'm Jake. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Draft Travis Kelce first pick. Shrimpberry
No.
says so.
Overrated.